Welcome back to day 11th of our 30-day mindset shift challenge. Today we are going to talk about negotiations, right? So a lot of times we negotiate with ourselves. We've covered a lot of ground so far. From day one, I don't know about you, but I can definitely feel the shift. And if you're applying some of these things that I've been discussing with you, then I know you feel the shift too. So today's lesson, right? Every decision does not need to be made again tomorrow. Why do we do that? We make our mind up about something, and by the time we sleep and wake up, we feel completely different about it. We don't move forward with it. We renegotiate. We find a reason why we shouldn't start right then. A lot of people know what they do, what they need to do, right? Their problem isn't information. Their problem isn't every time it's the problem is every time it's actually time to do it, they want to reopen the negotiation table, right? You don't stop going back to that negotiation table. You already made your mind up. I said I was going to save, but then I'll start saving next check. I said I was going to work out, but I'm tired. You're going to always have an excuse on why you can't do something. What I want you to do is dig deep and find an excuse, a reason on why you should or why you can, okay? Or just say, how can I? Or if it's simply because you're tired, quit negotiation. That's just an emotion. That's a feeling. Being tired is a feeling. And yes, sometimes you do get tired. And yes, your feelings are valid. But you still have to find a way to overcome that in order to get to the destiny that you set in that GPS. That destination that you set in the GPS. How many times have you made a decision at night and then by the time you wake up, the next morning, you've already talked yourself out of it? You don't always have to have a motivation problem. Sometimes you have a negotiation problem. Feelings are real, but feelings change, right? You can be extremely motivated on Monday, then Tuesday you're discouraged. And there's a lot of factors that play into your feelings and why you feel a certain way on certain days, right? Everybody's not going to wake up on cloud nine every single day. But discipline keeps us moving on the days that we don't feel motivated. I can acknowledge how I feel without allowing that feeling to make every decision for me. That's what I want you to get in your head. It's okay to acknowledge how you feel, but that feeling doesn't have to make every single decision for you. Make some decisions once. Some things should become personal standards, not daily decisions, right? And an example of that is instead of saying, should I save money this week? You can say, set a standard to say, I save something from every check. That's a standard. Every single check is non-negotiable. I'm going to put something here. I'm going to invest it there every single check. Should I work on my business today? Instead of that shouldn't be a question. That's a standard. These are my designated business hours. These are the hours that I'm working on my business. I don't care if it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when everybody's quiet and or asleep or whatever. Set some sort of business hours so that you can invest back into yourself. Stop giving yourself an escape route before you've even started. What excuse do you already know you're going to use? You know yourself, and you already know what you're going to say to make yourself feel comfortable about not doing what you've already committed to doing. Well, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I'll do it when things calm down. It's just too much going on right now. Set a standard for yourself and invest in you first. I don't care what's going on. Invest in you first. I want to invest in me first, and then I'll get to everything else. If you already know the excuse that's coming, prepare your response before it arrives. That's all. Motivation gets you started, but systems, that's what keeps the car moving. You don't decide every morning whether your car needs gas. You already understand that you got somewhere to go. So you prepare beforehand. Your goals need fuel too. So prepare. Stop building a life that requires you to feel motivated every single day. Because you're not going to feel motivated every single day. That's just a fact. Build systems that make the right action easier to repeat. Your future needs evidence that it can trust you, right? And so it becomes easier with time as you begin to condition yourself to do this. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you create evidence that you can trust yourself. If you tell yourself, I'll wake up at 6, I'll save $25, I'll make a phone call, I'll finish the application, and then you actually do it and repeat it, you build that conditioning for yourself. So start small. Don't promise yourself 10 things, right? Don't set yourself up like that. Just something small. What's holding me in park? What decision have I already made that I keep reopening for negotiation? What is it? What excuse usually causes me to renegotiate? What would change if that became a standard instead of a daily decision? So I want you to write down a 7-day non-negotiable. The promise I'll make to myself is, and then write down when you're going to do it. What I will do instead. What the excuses I'm likely to make, right? And then what I'll do instead. And then make that assignment intentional. Small enough so that you can accomplish it. We want to be realistic. And then make it a point to be intentional about that. One thing it does is it creates evidence of consistency. James chapter 1, verse 22, it speaks about moving beyond hearing, right? And really putting that into action. There comes a point when what you've prayed about, learned about, and talked about has to become something you practice. We talked about that yesterday. You can't just, how long you going to sit there and just keep saying what you're going to do or keep thinking about it, keep daydreaming about it? It feels good when it's something that we're excited about to think about it and daydream about it and maybe sketch it out, write it out. But at some point you can't be just in P and R. You have to put that thing in drive. So after you prayed, right, I brought it before God. God has responded. I received direction and responded thoughtfully. You never cease. I remain committed when my feelings change. Regardless of how I feel, I remain committed to what I said I'm going to do. I put the decision into action. So our declaration for today, I will stop renegotiating the decisions that are moving me forward. You've thought about it. You've prayed about it. You made the decision. Stop calling another meeting every time discomfort shows up. You don't need another meeting. Some decisions don't need another conversation. They need consistency. So keep the promise, build the discipline, put it in drive, and keep driving. It's time to get your shift together. Shake it off. That emotion, that feeling, acknowledge it, allow yourself to feel it, then shake it off. Discipline first. You have to have discipline. Get your shift together, and I'll see you tomorrow.